mina mina na mina na mina 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 na mina na mina 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 na mina na mina mina na mina na mina 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 na mina 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 na mina na mina mina na mina na mina.
No tracks. I did not forget the schedule. We've had lots and lots and lots of rain. And as expected, the power went out. And it went off and on. Well, it went off and on a few times during the night, but it was only for like maybe a minute or two. And then the stream's fine. Yeah, and then like about 10:15, 10:30, yeah, it just died completely. So, yeah. So I had to deal with that. And not only that, but the kicker for me at least is I have a leak in my apartment. Isn't that wonderful? I have a leak and I'm having to deal with that. Am I close to Texas? I am in Texas, man. I am the Texasest Texan of the Texases. That sounded terrible. But still, anyways, yeah, we had lots of rain, lots of storming. The wind actually wasn't that bad. It was just a lot of rain. Lots and lots of rain. And like I said, power outages everywhere. People freaking out. Dogs and cats flying in the air. It was insane. And like I said, I actually do have a leak. And that's not good. Because when you get leaks, you get water. When you get water, it gets water all over the floors. And then when you get water in grout and things like that, and in crevices, you eventually get mold, which is not good. So, I'm doing the show, regardless of all that, and I'm eventually going to have to tell my landlord that I have a leak, and they need to get on it. So anyways, here's the DD guide, because we all know it's the DD Tower event. You must climb the tower. At its summit, you find glory and power. He's rhyming. Why is he rhyming? Be wary, though. Trials and tribulations still come unforeseen with this realm. If you desire, I shall open the door. Yeah, open the door, dude. Come on, man. Let's get in here. Yeah, apparently the box does come tomorrow. I figured that out, too. But I'm not sure if you guys saw this. And let me see. How many of y'all are in here? 6 of y'all. Okay, that's plenty enough. Remember about a week ago, week and a half ago, I was railing on and on about the top 4 or 5 people in the WCS event. Well, check this out. And just in case you all don't know, to give you a little, a little refresher, I was complaining because it looked like people were cheating because of the way the rankings were being done. Like they were trading games, doing some shady stuff. And I had a real strong feeling about that, but obviously I didn't have proof. Well, it turns out my feeling was right. Take a look at this. Update. Investigation into the WCS Regional Rep Qualifier. I'll read this to you guys. To all duelists, after additional investigations into the WCS qualifiers, a high-ranking player from the Korea, Taiwan, Oceania region was found to be cheating. Based on the results of the investigation, players who are found to be cheating have been removed from the rankings for the regional representative qualifiers, and their accounts have been banned. Thank you. With cheating players removed from the rankings have been updated. Due to this, we have sent rewards to players whose rank increased and reached a certain rank after the cheating player was disqualified. You can claim your rankings in the gift box. Thank you for playing Yugioh Duel. So there you go. It looks like a handful of us who thought that there was some shady stuff going on. We were absolutely right. Because it looks like there was at least one person who was cheating. And it was that, I don't know for certain, I can't say for certain, but if you all remember, when we were looking at the top 5, or at least when I was looking at the top 5 at the time, it was the same person with the same username. Different accounts, but the same username. And I thought, that's kind of strange. That doesn't seem quite right. You know, and I thought to myself, would a cheater be that stupid to use the same, username on, or the same screen name on various accounts and just be trading duels with himself or with other, with other devices? And apparently he was. He was smart enough to think of it, but he was stupid enough to do something that idiotic and get caught. So yeah, there you go. There you have it. We have cheating in the game. I mean, obviously we all knew it was kind of happening anyway. But yeah, some justice there. I honestly don't know if it was one player or if it was several players that also got busted for the same thing, but the way they made it sound in that release is that they did punish just one person, but I think it's one person with multiple accounts, obviously. So yeah, all that's gone. Let me take a look here. Let me see if they even have let me see if they have the rankings here. Oh yeah, look at that. That is a completely different set of people. Yeah, that one person that had all those, well, I think this was the name. Or something similar to that. So, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, this person had several accounts in the top 5 with that same name. I mean, I can't say for certain, but I think it's the same name. But yeah, that same person had several accounts, and it looks like things have been adjusted. But this is North America. And I don't know. Here, we can check in Korea, Taiwan. That's the one where they said things were getting changed up. But yeah, I mean, it's possible it could have happened in any of these regions. And that's unfortunate. Because a lot of people, you know, they got cheated out of their hard digital work. But anyways, enough about that, enough about storms, and enough about leaks. It's time to do TD Tower. So let's see. I was just leveling him up, so I can just change him up to somebody else. We'll go with Yugi, because I've been leveling him. Here's another thing I noticed, is that you do get experience whenever you defeat these ranked players, or not the ranked players. When you go to DD Tower and you play the various creatures, you do get experience, but it's only 100 experience. So it's like, okay, it's a fifth of what you normally get. And look how easy they are to beat. Level 10s. I mean, I'm just obviously going to auto-duel this. But I thought that was kind of strange. We were talking about this last night, like late last night when I couldn't sleep, when the power was up, with somebody that also plays the game. And they were like, yeah, man, the event's really, really easy for some reason. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of messed up. I mean, because you want at least a little challenge, you know? I mean, it doesn't have to be the ultimate, you know, every duelist does a level 50, but, I mean, come on, level 10s is kind of... Well, it says it's based on their levels, but that doesn't make any sense. Because this account is fairly high level, and the person I was talking to is also fairly high level. And they faced pretty much nothing but level 10s. So I'm just like, that doesn't make sense. It's just kind of strange that it does it that way. Let's see, did I actually get the... Okay. The one cool thing, obviously, is that if you don't complete the little missions, you can go back and you can duel them again to get the mission. So, let's see. Oh, 40 gems. Well, the one good thing about it is that, yeah, it just goes up to 100 experience, which is kind of janky. I mean, but I guess the upside to that is, like I said, you can duel them again and again and again and again. There's no limit on it, as far as I can see. Destroy 3 monsters in one duel. I'm sure that will be fairly easy on a level 10. I was hoping that they would be at least level 30s, just to give you guys something to really watch, because when you're watching auto duels of this deck versus a level 10, it's kind of one-sided. If I lose somehow to one of these decks, then, you know, I should just stop playing. You know, in fact, if I do, I'll do that right now. If I lose to one of these decks... Hold on, I don't want to... There. I actually want to destroy 3 monsters here, so, well, heck. I don't think I can do it now. Oh, well, I can do it with oh, well, yeah, I'll do that, and I'll let him get another one. Go for 100%. You can't get 100% right now, because the very, very top is not open yet. So, yeah, you can't win quite yet. You have to wait until, I think it's the 22nd, and then the top levels open up. I need to get a weak monster. I don't think I have any weak monsters in this deck. Well, here, I'll do this, and I'll purposely put one of their guys in defense, just so I don't do any damage to them. I just want to make sure I get the whole thing going. This should give me 2. Necros in the new meta. Lots of people running Grandpa's cards, right? Kind of have to think, though, how hard or easy would it be to get all the cards in the graveyard? Some editions require certain decks. Yeah. I haven't gone that far, obviously. I was just talking to somebody about it, so this is what they told me. But yeah, I mean, pretty much everything I've seen so far is just a confirmation of what they were telling me. But we'll still do it, because it's the new event. Since we can't open our new packs, because that doesn't come out until tomorrow, apparently, according to Complacent. So, how's your day? You all have any power outages? Huh? Huh? Yeah, see, there's the 100 experience, woohoo. Yeah, it's gonna take me a while to get these gems. I'm only getting 100 each. Moni! I blame Moni for all the storming that we've had. In fact, where's my producer? Producer, are you around? Was it Moni's fault that we were getting all those storms last night? Yeah, that's what I thought too. Let's see. We're in L17 and I'm telling me to ritual and burn. Ooh, cool. Well, I've got several decks, so that kind of works. So I can always switch to a different deck. I'm not locked into just this one particular deck, so. But we all have different decks, don't we? Where we can do different stuff. Desk Kangaroo. I like that guy. I actually, while this is going, I should probably check. Hold on, let me. I probably should check what's going on with the weather, because apparently it's kind of nuts right now. Let's see. Scattered thunderstorms today, a high of 30. Ooh, it actually is a little windy. Not too windy, but a little windy. Precipitation 60%. Precipitation tomorrow 90%. Precipitation on Thursday is 50%. Essentially, it's going to rain forever. That's what it's looking like here. It's going to rain forever. And with that leak I have in my roof, that's not good, man. That's not good at all. Win without using level 3 or lower monsters, and win without using level 5 or higher monsters. Well, those seem pretty easy. I think it would be better if one of the challenges was win with only level 1 or 2 monsters. That would be a little hard. Although you could build... isn't Ojima? Ojimas are level 1 and 2, aren't they? You could build one of those. Let me see. Successfully perform 3 summons in 1 duel. Oh, that's easy enough. Oh, there is? Okay. Wow, she actually played the forest. Oh, wow, what is this? What is that thing? Oh, that was a little surprising. She just pulled this thing out. Use level 2 or lower 3 times in an... Oh, that's not that difficult. If you only need to use them just a handful of times. But I think a better challenge, like a real challenge, would be only use levels 1 or 2 to get a win. It can be done, obviously, but it'd be kind of hard. I would probably build a defensive deck, because I think there's a handful of level 2 monsters that have pretty good defense, pretty weak attacks, but you could play defensive, and then you could run things like spike shields and walls, and you could probably defeat them that way. Like, if you're facing an opponent that's extraordinarily aggressive, you could probably do it that way. Oh. Okay, we've collected a few of these... oh, good, gems. Collected a few of these DD things, so let's go and try and cash some in. Magics and Trap Jammers. Of course. I would hope they would do that. Pull down and release. Okay, so these are the possible things we can get, huh? Trihorn. Getsufuma. I remember these cards. The only one I'm not familiar with is this one, I think. I only have Justice of Rudra. Contract with Exodia. They're giving mana potions now? What is life point potion small? Yeah, Wind and Earth Dimension Pack, GX, yeah. Okay. Anyways, enough of that. Let's just throw them down into this DD thing and see what it gives us. Of course, something that we don't really want. Come on, give us some cards. Well, I guess this is the time for us to refill our gold, huh? Because it looks like that's what we're going to get. Oh, look, this is what it's telling us. So it's measuring. Dark Tracks! You're already up there to 17. Complacent's already at 24. Let's see. Rocket Boss. I don't think they are a normal watcher. Mr. Moni is down still on 3, and Light and Naruto haven't even really gotten going. Okay. Yeah, I know. I kind of saw how those work, and apparently they come in useful once you get to the higher levels. How much do they give, though? I've never had to use one. What do they give? I mean, as far as how much life point recovery, what is it? 50, 100, 200? The larger ones, I mean, not the small ones. 4,000 or one, oh, so it completely fills you up or just gives you partial. Okay. I thought it was one of those things that you'd have to collect a whole bunch of them. Yep, well, we're on the 6th floor now. Let's see, what's this guy's challenge? Come on. Everyone gets full life point restore. Rattle, rattle. I've got a bone to pick with you. Okay. Let's see. Use a trap card one time in one duel. Use and when a duel gets. Okay, that's easy enough. Just to be certain, I'll probably cancel the auto duel like halfway through, just to be sure that I actually activate a trap. Oh man, I don't even have any traps in hand, so I'm probably going to need to take control here. No. Well, here, I can use the one-shot... I'll do a lot of damage to him, though, but I'll use the one-shot wand. Actually, here, I'll do no damage to him. What is that, a dark? It's a dark monster. There we go. Oh, but it didn't give me the one-shot wand effect. I forgot. Never mind. Oh, well. On trap card. Okay, that works. Now we'll start chipping away at life points. Yeah, I don't want to do this right now. Makes sense since it's the Dark Tower. It's The Shining. Y'all ever seen The Shining? It's probably a little bit before y'all's time. Heck, it's even a little bit before my time, sort of. But yeah, The Shining is a classic horror movie. Not really classic, I would say. It came out, what, in 1980 or something like that? Yeah, it's an older movie. But it's definitely interesting. If you've never seen The Shining, it's one of those... It's more like a suspense kind of thriller sort of movie than it is a horror, even though people call it a horror movie. But it's kind of creepy, kind of spooky. And the acting is really good. Y'all should go watch it. Watch it before you go to bed. Win the duel within 7 turns. That's easy enough. Here we are. Here I am talking about old movies, and y'all are just like, okay. Sorry, man. Gotta do something while I'm auto-dueling all this junk. I seriously thought at first that this would be a little more of an exciting event, and it's at this point right now it's not. If I would have had power, I guess I could have run through the first few levels. But nope, no power. My luck, it'll just interrupt us again, and that'll be the stream for the day. Good job, but then again, I'm only level 10. At least she admits it. Alright, can we move on to at least level 20, so you're at least sort of, kind of a challenge? Warning. Ooh, what's this? Oh, DD Invader. I hope this guy is a bit more of a challenge. Oh, we don't even know. Okay. Fourth wall. Okay, Deadpool. Well, I don't know what level this guy is, obviously, so we're just going to play it by ear and figure it out. Oh, that's an interesting starting hand. Oh, yes, activate. So we're getting 2 monsters out pretty quick. And we'll end it there. Oh, attack Raminos. This is not going to be that difficult. Here, I'll use this anyway. Draw monster. No. Okay. Actually, hold it. Let me set that just in case. I actually have that card, the Takraminos. It was from the first McDonald's promotion. Actually kind of hard to find. Good luck finding one of those in near mint condition, man. It's almost impossible. Even I have 2 of them, and one of the ones I have is a little banged up. The corners are a little but then the other one is actually in really great condition. But they are hard to find. I actually expected them to be worth a little bit more than what they are. Because last time I checked, they were like a $4 or $5 card. I guess there's just not a lot of demand for those, for some of those old McDonald's cards. Because not too many of them are worth a whole lot of money. I think the Cosmo Queen, the original Cosmo Queen, in near mint condition, that one's actually worth a decent amount of money. But again, since they were McDonald's cards, good luck finding one that's near mint. How dare you, pathetic creature. Yeah, whatever. Oh, well, I've got more of the DD thingies. Let's go spend these and see what goodies we get. Okay, Starling Blader, sure. I've been streaming since the mid-2000s, but yeah, go right ahead. You can definitely add me, sir. And I'm not saying I've been streaming on YouTube, but yeah. There were other ways before YouTube, and it wasn't very fun. That's why we didn't do it very often. Come on, give me something. Give me a pack. A Flame Ghost. Yes! The ultimate infusion monsters. That is the greatest thing I could have gotten. But yeah, you missed all the excitement, dude. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. Oh. Oh, that's right, we're doing... Did I already do Kangaroo? No, I didn't. He still got... Okay, yeah, I still gotta finish him. Okay, so when I use Spell Trap card 2 times in 1 duel. Okay. Five, 7, 5, 6, 5, 1, 5, 7, 1. There's a mission where you have to reduce life points to 0 by him. You have to lose to him? Is that what you're saying? Okay, I'm gonna have to take control here. No, we don't want to finish him off that quickly, please, because we need to activate... It was 2 times, right? Do we activate magics and traps? Here, here we go. I'll do something ridiculous. Here, I'm gonna tribute that. Take his monster. Oh yeah. How you like me now, buddy? He has to deal a finishing blow? Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. Well, that's not that. Well, again, a defensive deck would probably do really well on that. Oh, here we go. Here's a Windstorm. Yeah, just play lots of defense with spike shields, and you can probably get that pretty easily. Like, just let him get the advantage, or deal him, like, say, 2,000 life points damage, and then just play defensive from the rest of the way out and let him finish himself off. Life points don't reset at the end of the duel? Oh, I didn't even realize that. Try not taking unnecessary damage. Uh-oh. Y'all probably can't hear it, but it's starting to rain again. Yep, here it comes. And as soon as I'm done here with the stream, I really do have to contact my landlord. Because, yeah, leaks aren't good. You have to use potion you earn to heal your life points. Hooray! Well, we got that there. Rewards will be sent. Okay. Well, look, see, I've got those little thingies. So I could use them if I wanted. What? Oh, it only lets you do smalls. Okay. Well, until you've reached 0, I guess it only lets you do smalls. Okay. All of us here in South Texas, we've been complaining because since last Wednesday or Tuesday, the weather service has been like, we're gonna get rain. Tuesday went by, no rain. Wednesday went by, no rain. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, no rain. And so by Sunday, we're just like, are we getting rain yet? They're like, yes, we're getting rain today on Sunday. No rain on Sunday. It's just terrible. Yeah, I know. It means you don't have any. What am I doing? Oh, I'm finishing off. Okay. Maybe that's why they start you out at facing level 10s, because the life points don't recover. And you have to have more of those. Oh man, use level 5 or higher monster cards one time in a duel. Didn't I do that? I guess me taking his monster doesn't count. Who is Starling Blader talking to? I think he's talking to Trax, because he likes Trax. Oh look, we can already get the Tricorn Dragon. To me? Well, you need to say it, buddy. You need to say, hey, Richard, add me. Because I don't know, man. I just assume y'all are talking to each other most of the time. Oh, look, I did have potions. I just hadn't collected them yet. Okay, so let's see. Friends list. Friends. Search. Duelist ID. Oh, no, not that. Hold on. Let's see, 575, 651, 571. Starling, big guy, your tacos. Or maybe big guy, your trash. There we go. Get potions and rank duels. I was a little disappointed with getting only of those 2 friendship letter things in the ranked duels. I was kind of eh. Let's see. Win a duel in a store guide. Use continuous spell card. Huh. I guess I could go back and do that later. Yeah, because I don't even have a continuous spell card in this deck. In fact, I don't think I have a continuous spell card on any of my decks. Huh. I may have to make some changes to something. But we'll just get through this. Throw in a shard of greed. Yeah, I guess. If I had one. I don't know if I have one. I'd have to go look. I mean, well, hold on. Well, no. Field spell card is not a continuous. It's a field spell card. Even though it acts sort of similar to that. Oh, you know what would be interesting in some of these duels? Is a life recovery deck. I was actually thinking about that last night. Because there are a few characters where they benefit a whole lot from life recovery decks. Or they would help with life recovery decks. Like, I was thinking of running something with, like, 3 vampire koalas and 3 spike shields. Can you imagine the amount of life points you could gain from that? Especially in these lower levels, build them all up until you have, like, you know, possibly thousands and thousands of life points, and then when you get to the higher levels, then you have more to work with. That's a heck of an idea. Yeah, imagine going into the top levels and you've got, like, 100,000 life points. Although I don't think it would let you go that high, would it? Or maybe it's kind of like with the envelope thing, where it stops at like 9999, but then, you know, or I don't know. But yeah, that's an idea. It's good, but you won't benefit from having 4,000. So it still caps you out at 4,000? That's crap. If I'm not mistaken, I think one of my duelists... I'm trying to remember. Maybe it's Joey. I think Joey runs some koalas. I'm kind of curious now. Now I want to go look. I want to find out. Because I'll change his deck up. I'll just throw koalas in there. It has a cap? Yeah, I figured. Let's see. The Joey deck. Here, I'll just look at this. Well, just to give you all something to look at, I'll do it anyway. Well, okay, he's only running 1 vampire koala, but I can change that out. I'll take out a couple of Exarians. Oh, he's not even running any spike shields. We'll take that out here. We'll... let's see. Let's see, where's spike shield? Way down here. I think it's in my favorites. Yeah, there it is. I only have 2. I really need to get another one. Throw a continuous spell card. I guess I could. Oh, well, a continuous spell card would be the Banner of Courage. Okay, so we'll leave that in there. And hopefully I'll draw it. And then I need koalas. Should have just searched for it by name. Yeah, I'll search by name. Oop. Vampire. Okay. I know I have more than 1 vampire koala. Come on. Oh, vampiric koala. Oh, well, that does it. Vampiric. There we are. Okay. So we'll test that out, and I'll wait till I draw the vampire koalas, or vampirics, whatever they want to call it. And I've got the banner there, and I've got the shield spikes, so let's just see if we can really recover. See you there, dude. See if we can really recover some life points here. It does look kind of weird having that giant ugly tower in the middle of a city like that. Oh, well, isn't this the person? Yeah, hold on. Well, I have to use it here anyway. Here, we'll duel, and I'll force it into doing what I want it to do. Put that down there. Okay, come on, draw vampire. Or vampiric. Nope, not yet. Well, I'll put the shield down already. And I'll just put monsters out there until until I'm able to get a Vampiric, and I'll put him in defense, and then I'll let her run into it, because I know she'll attack it as long as, you know, as long as it's there, but it's just a matter of drawing it. Yep. And she's also got that weird thing, that giant scorpion thing that she can summon, so hopefully she won't do that. Although I do have a controller, so I can save against that. Still nothing. There we go. There's the koala. We'll set that. And it doesn't matter if I really put this in defense mode anyway, but... well, if I put this in defense mode, it will force the lower attacking monsters to hit the koala, so that'll work. So we'll do that. Make this guy hit the battle ox. Okay, that's fine. There we go. So we'll do that. We'll go damage step. Ooh. Look at that. 5,200. Okay. So now, just to see if it actually does pump it up, I'll finish this guy off. But first, I want to gain some more. So let's see. We'll gain a little bit more from that. Well, I'll attack his highest attacking monster. So we'll gain 950 more. We'll finish that off. All right. Let's have a look. Let's see if Mr. Trax is right. Hey! It didn't recover anything! Well, that's poopy. So I guess if I start the next duel again, then it's still going to leave me at 24. Well, that's kind of... I wish it would have at least recovered to 4,000. That would have been nice. But I guess that's not going to happen. Oh, and I forgot. I got to do the continuous spell card. So I was just so trying to get into the rhythm of doing the Vampiric Koala combo that... Yeah, and he's starting back at 24. The bosses have 8,000 life points. I don't think that'll be too bad. I mean, it still benefits you as far as having that life recovery in the duels. I mean... Let's see. We'll do... Here. Because, like, say if you start at 2,400 and you do a combo like this right off the bat and you get boosted to, like, 4,000 plus, I mean, obviously it's still going to help you in the duel. So, it's not totally useless. Okay, so we'll wall here. And then we'll damage step. Spike it. Oh! Look at that! 4,000. That was awesome. But I still didn't get the continuous spell card out there. Okay, enough fooling around. I need to just... Because I want to get the dang Trihorn. I'm going to stop messing around here. And while I'm waiting for this to load, here, let me... I forgot to send out my tweet. Oh, but look! Now he has 2,500, so I guess over time the life points just slowly recover. Okay. Very professional. Well, I still gotta get that darn... I probably should have put in a second banner just to make it, you know, easier to get. Well, I have to send out the tweet because it's a tweet letting people know that we're streaming right now. So yes, it is very professional. Every 5 minutes you get 100 life points. Oh, okay, well that makes sense. Well, I kind of see why they would do that, but at the same time, it's one of those annoying little features that it's just like, well, over time, it's going to annoy you more and more. Oh my gosh, come on, just give me the darn banner already. Well, we were just talking about that, Maroon, and I mean, I've already got something set up in here where I can recover life points, but it doesn't add to your total. It doesn't let you keep them. Once the duel's over, that's it. You go back down to what you were. So, like, see how I'm at 25 right now? Even if I recovered, 3,000 or 4,000 life points from here, once the duel's over, I lose all that. So, I mean, like, it's beneficial to a point. Obviously, within the duel, you want to have as many life points as you can. But yeah, one from a 20 card deck. You want to have as many life points as you can, but it just isn't. It isn't super beneficial once everything is over with. You recovered 4,000. Oh, that's nice. I'm gonna be here forever. It's a good thing this goes relatively fast, and they just end their turn. I'm gonna win by deck out. Come on, Koala. There it is! Alright. Now we've done it. But yeah, here, this is what we were talking about, see, because I put the Koala in here on purpose. Or use Sylvans, they get you to level 30. Well, actually, they probably would. I mean, these guys aren't that difficult. It's just, it's a matter of trying to hold on to your life points as long as you can. So yeah, look, I'll gain the 800 from this. I'm not going to use Chalice because I want the... Well, actually, it's 1,000. Look, see, I gained the 1,000 here, but then once the duel's over, I lose it all. Which is unfortunate. Here, I'll use Chalice here. What is that? Xarian? Okay. Plus, I mean, the vampiric slash shield spike combo is pretty awesome sometimes. I mean, you saw it there. I got 4,000 in one shot. I mean, that's fairly impressive. All right, let's see. Do we get anything here? Oh, a Skullmeister. During the player's turn, when a card effect is activated in your opponent's graveyard, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard to negate the effect. That's actually kind of useful. Alright, give me a pack. Give me a pack. Come on, give me a pack. Alright. Of course it would give me a controller. I already got 5 of those now. Oh well. Oh, but hold on, I just noticed something. You eventually get them all, because once you get it, it marks it off for you. Okay. Well, that's not so bad. So you're basically guaranteed to get everything on here. Okay. So it's just a matter of just continuing to play. How you get your missions done? What's a mission? Achieve 1 no damage win. That should be easy. As long as I don't draw derp here, I'll be fine. Oh, he's got 8,000. Oh, okay. So he's the boss. No, I got a couple monsters, thankfully. Oh, and I got 2 walls, too. Wow. This is actually a really good starting hand for me. The DD, but that's a good utility card, so I'm glad I have it. But the Battle Ox, yeah, that's nice, because Battle Ox with its breaker damage, and the Sogen, yeah, that's actually a very good card to draw when I'm going second. Look at that, 19 damage already. See, everybody's adding everybody now. I kind of figured y'all had already done that. Because I know I have a lot of y'all added. Oh, look at that, another Battle Ox. Yeah, I'll hold that for now. I think, don't I have Maroon added? I think I do. I don't remember. And we'll boost this guy up to 2,000, even though I probably won't need that, or 2,200. Some more Battle Ox action. The kick, man! And we'll finish with the Blade Knight. Hooray! Got a Trihorn Dragon. Do I face them at the same time? Oh, no, it's just one and then... Okay, I see. You have to beat both of them. Okay. Well, that makes sense. Yeah. That's true. So y'all just add me. Well, we got 5 more of the DDs, so we might as well spend them. Give me the GX pack. No. Oh, well, I can recover some life points now. Oh, that's right. Hold on, I have to... Oh, the life points are full. That's right. So I don't even have to use it. But at least I have them, so that's nice. Come on. Get thinking. Hey, gamer. What's going on, man? We're just doing DD Tower. Nothing too fabulous today. I don't even know what day it is. Is it Tuesday? It is Tuesday. Okay. It's strange how, I don't know about you guys, but like whenever the power goes out, I always start almost immediately losing my sense of time. Like I'm not really, you know, because I'm one of those people that I always have to have a clock somewhere around me. And when the power goes out, obviously the clocks go out, except for one that I have that's a battery-powered clock, and it's sitting on my desk. But even then, I haven't been able to look around the room and see my other clocks, so it's a little weird. I thought it was Monday. Yeah. But yeah, I was telling, Gamer, I was telling all of my regular viewers here that we had some storms over the last night and this morning, and even right now. Lost power, had to start the stream late. You know, it was all kind of nutty. And on top of that, I have a leak in my apartment, which... That's going to be a whole mess in itself, because then I have to have the people come in here, and they got to dig around and find it, and... I'm not going to like that. I really am not. I'm so used to just being here and kind of doing my own thing, and, you know, I kind of like avoiding contact. Isn't Texas most common for tornadoes? We get our fair share of pretty much everything in Texas because it's so big. We get hurricanes, we get the occasional tornadoes are mostly a little further up toward Austin and further north. Although I have seen a tornado here in Corpus. We even get earthquakes. Not here in Corpus, but in West Texas we get earthquakes out there. We get torrential rains, we get hail, all kinds of stuff, man. You name it, we get it. The only thing we don't get as far as natural disasters is like a volcano. We don't have any volcanoes here. Oh wow, a leather koala. Okay. Let's see, what was that? A fiend sword. That's actually kind of a neat looking card. I don't know why, but I like that card. What's the yeah? The yeah is a volcano. Nothing like that happens in your country. Where are you from again, Maroon? You're from France, aren't you? I'm trying to remember. I apologize. I get so many people from so many different countries, which is awesome. But I always forget where most people are. Moni I talk to all the time, so that's why I remember where they're from. But yeah, I think Maroon's from oh, the Middle East. Well, heck, man, it's so hot and dry in the Middle East that that in itself is a natural disaster. You live in a natural disaster. You live in a desert. Kind of like people who live in Arizona. I mean, if you go to, I mean, I imagine that you probably know what it's like, because Arizona is just, you're basically living in a desert. So I imagine that's what parts of the Middle East are like. I mean, I've obviously never been to the Middle East. I don't know what it's like over there, but we've had plenty of soldiers go out there and come back, and they're like, dude, don't ever go there. Lebanon. Oh, you're near the ocean. Well, that's not so bad. I mean, I live near the ocean. In fact, I'm literally like a 5-minute walk from the coast. I can get out of my apartment and just walk to the beach if I wanted to. I mean, it's kind of nice in the sense that you always have the that little coastal breeze coming off of it, but because of that, the humidity is insane. You got really crazy, insane humidity. Win the duel within 7 turns. Beat this kangaroo. Win with at least 2. Well, that should be easy. I mean, I guess being this close, I mean, there are obviously lots of, yeah, humidity is nuts here. I mean, because when you go out, like if you exit, like when I exit my apartment early in the mornings, because whenever I go to the grocery store, I walk. And whenever I exit my apartment, it's like within a second you start sweating, and it's just, you know, it's just insane. And there's no way to get away from it. No way to get away from it. And that's why so many of us, like myself, that's why I stay inside. Because it's just so uncomfortable. I mean, the heat's really not that bad. I mean, even when it's like 95, 96 degrees, and I'm talking Fahrenheit, obviously, it's really not that bad. But the humidity, oh my sweet Christ. During the summer times, it stays between about 78, 79 in the evenings and in the night. And then during the days, we usually hit about 95, 96. Which, I mean, again, that's, you know, it's obviously not exactly cool, but when you add in that humidity, it gets atrocious at times. It's not so bad, though, when you're right on the beach. Like, if you're literally on the beach, you get that coastal breeze coming right up on you. And so it's actually a little chilly sometimes, especially at night. Because the ocean breeze is still coming in, so when the sun goes down and you've got that ocean breeze coming in, it actually gets a little chilly on the beach at times. Oh, I've been to Dallas. I know some people that live in Dallas, and yeah, oh man, it is so... It can get ridiculously uncomfortable there. And I am not jealous of the fact that you have to deal with the traffic there either. 81, then back to 90. That sounds like Texas. It really depends on the weather. Like, Texas will usually have that, well, at least down here in South Texas. We'll go like a good 3-4 weeks where it's 90 to 95 degrees plus every day. Complete sunshine, not a cloud in the sky. And then we have weeks like this where it's all rain. Yeah, Dallas is huge. Dallas is massive. Like, I got a friend of mine, Isabel, from my high school days. She lives there. My ex-wife now lives there, and I don't talk to her that often, but I even warned her when she actually messaged me. She's like, yeah, I'm going to be moving to Dallas. I'm like, are you sure you want to move to Dallas? And she's like, well, yeah, it's a new job. I'm like, dude, you are going to hate it. And she's like, why? And I said, Dallas is a nice city. It's nice to visit, but that traffic, man. And she's like, oh, it won't be that bad. First day she's there, I hate the traffic. Well, of course you do. I told you. You haven't seen snow in so long. Dude, even we got snow down in here. This past November, we got snow. It was awesome, and it stayed on the ground. In November, of all times. That was insane. We got snow in Corpus Christi on the beach. There was snow. It was insane. I actually really like that. In fact, I've got pictures, I think. I need to go look for them. But I've got pictures of when we got snow. I'll post those in Discord. Because those are, I mean, it's a rarity. The last time before this past November that we got snow was, interestingly enough, back in 2003, I think it was? Christmas Day 2003. Of all days, Christmas Day, we had a white Christmas in Corpus Christi. That's unheard of. The time before that was just... I don't think, at least in my lifetime, and I remember I talked to my mother about it, and in her lifetime, she had never seen a white Christmas in Corpus Christi, and she got to see it. So yeah, it was pretty insane. It was interesting. But I got a kick out of the snow when we had it here back in November. Like I said, I took a bunch of pictures. I walked around out there for a little bit. The kids were out there playing and throwing snowballs. It's too hot for snow. Well, of course, now it's too hot for snow. I think the one thing that really threw me off, though, was, at least here in our area, the coldest month is usually like the end of January and into February. That's the coldest time during our winters. Our winters are really short down here, obviously. But that's the time that it gets really cold. As far as, you know, relatively speaking, it gets really cold. And it wasn't that time where we got the snow. We got the snow in November, where usually it's not hot, but it's usually a little more mild, like the highs are like usually in the low 80s, that kind of thing. And then to wake up one day and there's snow everywhere and it's 30 degrees outside, it was like, what in the world is happening? It's like a huge difference. It's hot or warm. Oh yeah, that's usually how it is here too. I mean, during the nights in the winter, it does get a little chilly. I'll admit that. During the nights, it can usually get down, and again, relatively speaking, it gets chilly. It'll get down, on average, into the 50s during the winter. But on some, like when we have like real cold snaps, it'll get down into like the 30s, the mid to upper 30s. And then when it's really cold, which is like 2, 3, maybe 4 times a year, it'll get down below freezing. But yeah, we don't get freezing temperatures that often here at all. Mostly because we have that breeze coming in off of the ocean, and it always keeps the air a little bit warmer than it should be. Let's put Xarian out there. During an auto duel, I saw Big Shield Guard attack, and its effect didn't proc, so it stayed in defense position. I'm thinking maybe bugged. That's strange. Maybe something happened to it. Like, I know if it gets attacked and you use something on it like a Forbidden Chalice, then it'll stay in defense position as long as you use the chalice in the damage step. It'll stay in defense position because it negates the effect. And since it's already face up, it doesn't get that face down effect that it has. Oh, that's true. The monster attacking it may have also had an effect. Hey, Turner, what's up, man? We're talking about weather. We're talking about all the insanity that I've had to deal with today already. And the insanity that I will have to deal with after I'm done with the stream. You're using Sylvans? Exploits. It's not hot here today. It's like 82 degrees outside right now, but it's raining. We were talking about snow, we were talking about traffic, we were talking about the giant leak I have in my apartment. Oh yeah, everybody's adding everybody today. So, yeah, that's why everybody's asking. Made it to Platinum 1 last night. Nice, man. I think I'm still sitting in the silvers. I think I'm like silver 5 or something. No, Turner. He means your actual dual ID number, because he wants to. They want to add you. In fact, hey, I think most of y'all already have me added, but I'll throw my ID there in there in a minute. Because all the AI duels had were big shield, and their effects weren't proccing. Oh, that's weird. I wonder if something they were doing was stopping it from switching. That's weird. An alien deck? I faced an alien deck the other day. I don't see a lot of alien decks anymore. Everybody was saying a while back aliens were the big thing. But yeah, I don't really see aliens. Alright, another DD box. You don't know your Duel Links ID? Or I'll show you where it is, just in case anybody asks. Hey, we got a cup of water. If I can remember where it is. Well, here's mine. I know most of y'all already have it. Let's see. Yeah, so you just go here to friends, and then there's mine. I'm sure all of you already have mine. I'm sure all of you already have mine. Okay. YouTube is doing something weird for me right now. Give me just a moment. I'm still here, obviously. But yeah, YouTube's being weird. Okay, there we go. Yeah, YouTube froze. My stats and everything froze on me for a moment. There we go. Now it's working. Just had to do a quick reload. So 102, 138, 356. Just in case y'all haven't added me for some reason. There's me. So feel free to add me all y'all want. And yeah, that's kind of our thing. That's what we're doing today. We're just kind of sharing our IDs with each other so we can add each other. I just added somebody a little bit earlier too. Who was it? Was it the... Oh, let me see. It was this guy. Yeah, Starling BGYT. Big guy. Yes, tacos. Gamer, your idea. Share them up, guys. Share all you want. Because it basically, I mean, because it benefits you eventually. I mean, you always have somebody there to you know, do duels with and run decks by and that sort of thing. Who's this? Who's running next to me? Oh, Mesensa. And then super casual guy is up here. And Dark Twix. The BG stands for Blader and Gamer. I thought it stood for Boogie Game. I don't know. Man, it is really coming down up. I hate to do this to you. Ooh, warning, what is this? No! An invader! Oh no! I gotta duel this guy. But I would be remiss if I didn't at least check on this leak. I really need just 1 second. It's right over here. Where are you coming from? Okay. It looks like it's not leaking anymore, which is good, but I just had to check because it's, like I said, y'all probably can't hear, but it's really coming down out there. Okay, Mr. Invader, what do you got? It's the Jonichi! Oh, Jonichi! Where are you, Jonichi?
Yeah.
Yeah, make sure y'all look, accept their... Ooh. This is interesting. Hold on. Set of fellows heart, one banish. Oh, the level equal to the number of chaos counters. Ooh, that's going to be a pain in the butt. I got to get through this duel quickly. Let's do this. Yeah, I'm going to do this. And hopefully I draw a monster here. Ugh, not the one I wanted. So we got a wall. We got to set that. I'll put the big... well, here. Now we get to test the big shield thing. Oh, see you later, gamer dude. Take it easy, man. DD invaders use DD decks. I imagine they would. It kind of makes me wish that I had more DD survivors. Because I've always wanted to build that deck in this game. Because I played a DD deck back in the day for a little bit. And it was pretty fun. Okay, I know you're going to remove me, so just remove me. But you'll still take a little damage. Okay, well here's the test. We're going to see if Big Shield is really messed up. Or, oh my gosh. Are you serious? Oh, they're just going to end the turn. Okay, that's fine. I was going to say, I'll let them attack my my Big Shield and see if it actually is a problem with the card itself, or if they're actually doing something. Okay, DD Survivor. He'll swing with Survivor. There we go. We'll do this. Yeah, I do wish there was a bit more support. Oh, he's right. Look at that. Did you see that, guys? Complacent is right. DD is not working correctly. Oh, I'm sorry, not DD, but Big Shield. Big Shield is not working. Well, there you go. You saw it live. Complacent has a gripe. Because mine didn't switch. And there is no effect. I can tell you right now, there's no effect that is on the field. Yeah, it's broken. Well, it happens, but, you know, probably in the latest update it was broken. But, yeah, they got to fix that. Because as much as I'd like to continue having a 28 defender that just sits there on the field for 4 stars... Nah, it doesn't do it. I don't think it does. Each time a monster is banished, place one chaos counter on this card for each of those monsters. Once per turn, you can remove 4 chaos counters from your side of the field to target one banished monster with a level equal to the number of chaos counters removed. Special summon that target. When this card on the field is sent to the graveyard by your opponent's card effect, you can add one light or dark monster from your deck to your hand whose level is less than or equal to the number of chaos counters that were on this card. See, there's nothing on the field that should stop it from switching. Because I fully expected it to switch, and I know Survivor doesn't have that effect. He does not have an effect like that. And neither does DD Warrior. So yes, the card is broken. And they need to fix it. Because like I said, as awesome as it is, because you guys know me, I play Big Shield in some of my decks. So as nice as it is to have a 26 defender that just sits there, that's kind of unfair. So yeah. Well, there we go. We need to send them a tweet. Hey, Big Shield's not working. We should exploit as much as we can. Oh my gosh, that'd be funny. No, I mean, it would be irresponsible for me as a famous YouTube star. I'm kidding. I'm not a star. It'd be irresponsible for me to tell you guys to do that. Please don't do that. It just so happened that this is the deck that I wanted to use, and it just so happened to have one Big Shield in it. So now we know Big Shield isn't working. Stop biting me. Okay. Oh well. Oh wait, I get to choose who I... Okay, here, we'll do this. And he's level 20 now. Let's see. Inflict 2,000 or more points of damage with a single attack. Win... Oh, here we go. Win the duel during your opponent's turn. I'm not famous. Even back in my judging days when I was at least somewhat popular, I wasn't famous. Although, and this is the weirdest thing that ever happened to me at an event. Again, back when I was judging and I was at all these various events, a lot of people got to know who I was because I was always around. And at one point, somebody actually asked me for my autograph. And, well, yeah. Someone asked me for my autograph, and I was like, what? And they're like, yeah. They asked me to sign their playmat. And I wasn't going to be a jerk about it, so I did. They're like, yeah, you know, write your name and write like a little message if you want. I'm like, okay, sure. So I was like, Richard, you know, and I signed it, and then I was like, best wishes. And the guy was happy. No, he knew exactly who I was. The guy knew exactly who I was. And that's why I even asked him, I'm like, dude, I'm just a judge, really. He's like, but I see you at all these events, and everybody knows you, and you're on the internet. And I'm like, I was like, that was just one of those weird things that happened to me when I was a judge. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's actually kind of fun and kind of neat, but I don't think I'm worthy of an autograph. Although maybe he was just collecting names, kind of like a yearbook. You know how you do when you're in high school, and you just want to have all your friends sign the yearbook, and hey, just so we remember the good times, and that's really, maybe that was more of what it was. I'm guessing that's what it was. Yeah, I mean, I like I said, I wasn't famous, but a lot of people knew who I was, and I honestly was at a lot of events. I was at Shonen Jumps, I was at regional events, I was at locals. I was all over Texas, man. I was all over Texas. I was in Louisiana. Famous in my own head. It was still kind of neat. I actually really miss it now. Because, I hate to say this, but my ex-wife, back in like 2007 or so, she was like, I don't want you doing this anymore. And like an idiot, I actually stopped doing it. I regret that so much, man. Because I had so much fun. You know, and I got so much product because it's nice. You know, you go to these events and you know, the organizers pay for your hotel, and they pay for your food, and they pay for your gas, and they get you rental cars, and they give you all this product. And I mean, it was just awesome. I loved it so much, man. And then all that ended, and I was like, gosh, I really hate it. And I remember calling my organizer, and I had to tell her, I'm like, yeah, my wife doesn't want me doing this anymore. Well, that's why she's an ex-wife now. I was trying to be the good husband and listen to, and I don't understand, because this is how it was going. Just to give you all a little background, it wasn't like she just came right out and said stop doing it. I'd been doing it for years, since like 2002. I'd been going to events and doing all that stuff, and it was a good time. And then eventually I started doing judging. Like a year into it, I started doing judging. And then I met the one of the promoters for the game. And I started judging, and they're like, hey, you know, you're pretty good for this. You want to come to some of the events for us? And I was like, sure, man. And they're like, yeah, we'll get you a hotel room and all that, and we'll pay for your meals, and, you know, we'll get you a bunch of product, you know, as compensation and all that. And I was like, sure, why not? And so I started doing that, and I started making money on it, because the product that they would give us, oftentimes they were like limited edition playmats. A lot of the new product that we got was the very latest set. We get promo cards, all kinds of stuff. And the organizer was like, yeah, I mean, if you want to sell it, go right for it. They were cool with it. They were like, yeah, go ahead and sell it. You know, because they figured, well, we got to make a little money, and you know, because even though everything was paid for, we weren't making real cash, and so we would get our product, and we would end up selling it like on eBay, and we'd make money doing that. I'd make, you know, a couple $100 every single time, and for a while I was doing that, and I was working, but then I got laid off. Like in 2006, I got laid off, and so I started doing it more. Started doing the bigger events because they paid, well, quote unquote paid, with, you know, apostrophes or quotations, I should say. They paid more, so I started doing those, and yeah, things were going great. I was making tons of money, and I didn't have a regular job, but I was doing the judge thing and making plenty of money. But my wife just did not like that, and I even asked her, I said, why don't you want me doing this? She's like, it's not a real job. I'm like, but it pays the bills. You know, the rent's not late, the electric bill's not late, the phones are on, You know, we can afford our car payments. We're good. But she was like, no, I want you to get a regular job. I'm like, God dang it. And I tell you right now, man, I regret that so much. Ugh. I didn't do anything. No, actually, she wasn't the... I mean, I don't want to say anything bad about her, but I'll say this. It is possible for two good people to meet, but for some reason it just doesn't work. I'll say that. Because think of it. I mean, I think I'm a decent person. I don't do anything insane. I don't break laws. I don't, you know, rip people off. I don't do any of that stuff. And neither does she. But it's... I mean, when you get two people that are just very, very different like that, it just doesn't always work. And so I think that's what eventually happened. Plus, I spoiled her a little bit. And I know that was my fault. Slow your roll. You have a roll? I've got some butter. But yeah, I actually did spoil her a little bit, because when I had my regular job, I was getting pretty good money out of my regular job. And every time... Ooh, what's this? Oh. And every time that I would get paid, I would always give her money. And I think that was my mistake. And I'll tell you why. Because, and I've noticed this with women, I mean, and I'm not just knocking on women here, I'm knocking on other people too. I mean, everybody can go through this. At some point in your life, once you start making a good amount of money and, you know, you get used to a certain lifestyle. You know, and because I was making good money and I would always give her money, my wife got used to being able to go out every weekend and get her nails done or get her hair done or go buy herself a nice pair of shoes, that kind of stuff. She got used to that because I would always give her money, even though she worked too. It all depends. I mean, sometimes it was real cheap money. It was like $40, and then other times it was like $200 or $300. It really didn't, you know. It was all whatever I had available. I didn't give her all my money, but I gave her a good amount of money. And she got used to that. She got used to having, you know, to having the really good things. And then when I got laid off and we had to cut back a bit, she did not like that. She wasn't able to go and do the same things. Because, I mean, think of it. I mean, even though we were paying the bills with what I was doing with the card game, I wasn't making as much as I was when I had a regular job. But we were okay, you know? Like I said, we always got the rent paid. We always had, you know, everything still got paid, but I just didn't have all that extra money to always give her. And so I think I spoiled her a bit. And when you do that to somebody for years, they get used to it. And then when it suddenly stops, they do not like that. Well, no, like I said, she's not a gold digger. She had her own job, and she paid most of her own bills. But like I said, I think I just spoiled her. Because like I said, people get used to a certain lifestyle. And when that lifestyle suddenly changes... And when we think of it like this, I mean, when you're an adult... usually when you first become an adult, you go and you get your first apartment, and it's usually kind of small and cramped. It's not the best thing in the world, but it's an apartment, and so you're jazzed to have it. You're like, yeah, it's my own place. I get to do whatever I want, that sort of thing. And that's fine. But over time, as you know, you age and you get a little older and you start making a little more money and you meet somebody and, you know, you go from one apartment to another, and the next apartment's usually a little bit bigger. And then before you know it, you get married and you buy a house, and it's a nice house, but then something happens, like somebody getting laid off, and suddenly you have to downsize. And, yeah, I mean, she made me stop because she wanted me to have a regular job. That's the whole thing about it, really. She wanted me to have a regular job. And I was able to make enough money to keep us going, you know, fairly well. I mean, we still lived in a nice part of town. Like, I don't know how familiar all of y'all are with Texas, but we lived on the northwest side of Austin, which is kind of the ritzy part of Austin. I mean, at least at the time it was. I don't know if it still is. I haven't been there in 10 years. But we lived in the ritzy part of Austin. And we lived right by Lake Travis. So we lived in a nice place. We had nice cars. And she just, you know, I guess maybe she just kind of got the idea that things would just keep getting better and better and better. And at one point, we kind of plateaued, and she didn't like it. So, but anyways, enough of me talking about my ex-wife. Can live in an air-conditioned shed. Favorite legendary duelist? My Valentine. Hands down. Don't even have to think about it. And it's kind of weird because I always felt that she never got enough of the character development that she deserved in the show. I mean, because she could have been a really amazing character. I mean, she was a pretty good character. But she could have been great. I mean, because she was an adult. She was, out of all the characters there, if you really think about it, Yugi, Taya, Tristan, Joey, they're all high school kids. Even Kaiba, from the very first episode, he was technically a high school kid. Because in the first episode, there he is. He's sitting in the class. Strangely enough, because he's this billionaire, but he's going to regular high school, which is kind of weird. And, but yeah, they were all kids. But even when Mai first gets introduced, she's an adult. She's not in high school. She's probably in her early 20s, I would say, but she's still an adult. So she was always a little bit older, which made the whole relationship with her and Joey a little strange on its own. But I'm not going to comment on that. But yeah, I always thought that she had some real potential, and they kind of missed it with her a little bit. They tried to give her more, but I know it all eventually comes down to the fact that Yugi was the main protagonist, and they were always going to focus on him and his friends, and Mai, at best, was supposed to be a secondary character, but she got a little popular because of her because of her assets, and so they put her in the show a little bit more. But I don't think that was initially the goal. It just kind of happened. Ishizu was okay, I guess. But I mean, she was one of those characters where she was only there for a particular story arc. I mean, minus that story arc, Ishizu doesn't really have much of a place. Same thing with all the others, though. Same thing with Odeon and Malik, whatever you want to call him. Same thing with all of them. Once that story arc is gone and it's finished, it's kind of hard to keep them around. It's like, what do you have them do? Well, I imagine she's too hot. She's from Egypt. It's hot over there, man. Taya always bugged me. I hate to say it, but she did. She always bothered me. I was not a Taya fan. Now I gotta... Let me think. Spike Shield, a controller. Let's do the Blade Knight. Her hair was so goofy. It was like a box. the whole friendship thing. And I mean, she was the main friendship person, I guess. But yeah, she just bugged me so much. She was a bit of an aggravating character. Like, the less screen time she got, the happier I was. The only reason why I enjoyed one of her arcs, like when they were trapped in the game or whatever, and they had to duel the Big Five. The only reason I enjoyed that arc was because little Karibo remade it and made it much better and much more hilarious. But that arc in the game or in the show itself was not very good. Excuse me. Let's see. Can I win here? No, I can't win yet. Darn. Okay, well, we'll put the chalice down. I'll throw the swordsman out, although I'm probably gonna... Yeah, I'll actually let him take it. Oh no, I can chalice her now. Okay, good. We're good. She's not very good. In the show, she was not very good. Oh man, you destroyed my guy. Team 4-star. I wasn't even really aware of who Team 4-star was. I mean, I knew they were around because they kept mentioning them, but I just wasn't really You know, I mean, I know they did. What was it? Which one did they do? The Naruto or the Dragon Ball Z abridged series? I think they did that. So I was aware of that, but it wasn't. And it wasn't a huge deal. I don't ever remember going and watching one of their shows. I think I may have watched one, but it didn't really appeal to me. So I didn't really stick with it. Oh, crack. I picked the wrong thing. Oh well, that's fine. I was going to take and just finish the match, but I clicked the wrong thing. Oh well. Yeah, Team 4-Star. They were another group of people who did a bridge series. And apparently something happened with them. Some kind of weird thing. I mean, because one of their big claim to fame was back in like 2010, 2011, YouTube really started cracking down on a lot of the copyright infringement that was going on. And part of that was taking down the videos made by Little Karibo and Team 4-Star. And while Little Karibo was getting his stuff taken down, Team 4-Star got flat out banned. And yeah, it was hard they got banned for a year. They couldn't upload, all their videos were deleted. It was a huge deal. And it was made even bigger by the fact that all of their stuff was considered derivative art, which is kind of like a parody, really. And parody is not considered copyright infringement. But YouTube stuck to their guns and they kept them banned. So yeah, it was a huge big deal. Another try-horn. But yeah, that's what I remember about Team 4-Star. They had that whole situation was just really, really bad, and people weren't happy. People were angry with YouTube, and like Little Karibo would upload videos, and they'd stay for like a day, and then they'd take them down. And then he even told us, he would tell us at the time, he would be like, yeah, it takes like a week from the time he uploads the video, like the next day it would get removed because it was considered copyright infringement. And then of course you can appeal the decision to remove your video. And so he would appeal every single time. And he would tell them, it's derivative artwork, it's a parody, it's not me just posting their original content, it's me making a parody of it. And based on the law at the time, he was right. And so eventually they would have to put his video back up. But it would take him like a week to do it. And so he had to go through that every single time he uploaded a new video. And after a while, that just got to be too much. I mean, because when you're constantly having to battle YouTube over the same stuff over and over again, it gets ugly. I mean, heck, even my big gripe with them was when they changed Arrival Rivals. Oh, that's not so bad. My big gripe with them, as y'all probably know, is when they changed the requirements for earning money. I mean, a lot of people hated that. A lot of people were like, ooh. It was not good. So yeah, unfortunately YouTube does a lot of, they occasionally do some shady stuff, but at the same time I'm kind of thankful because they do allow me to do the streams. They do hold on my streams even though some of them are ridiculously long, and I figure, okay, fine, I'll work with them in this respect. And then, see how it goes from there. Okay, enough of that. Is there any gold left? Then you should restart the box. Different dimension demons. Every time I see Daemon, I always think Damon. Not demon. I always think Damon. I don't know why. Matt Damon. That's right, Matt Damon. Stop it. Stop. No. Jawa, do something. Please turn them off. Thank you. Anyway. Kevin Bacon. Who are the most delicious movie stars you know of? Kevin Bacon. I can't think of anybody named Karen Pizza or John Chicken. I don't know. Oh, there are a lot of really long videos out there now. For a while, the video time limit was like 15 minutes. Or I think initially, way back in the day when you first started with YouTube, the maximum length of your video could be 10 minutes. And then you could, like, if you had been with them for a little while and you were consistently uploading, like at least once a week, then you could apply to be able to upload up to 15-minute videos, which was actually pretty easy to get. I remember doing that back in like 2006. And we were able to get that extension to 15 minutes, and then they upped it to like 30 minutes, and now there's no limit. I think the main reason why they had it limited at the time was basically because of space. Because it was just so hard to find that much space and be able to afford it. And I mean, even now, it gets expensive sometimes. So that's why I'm not... I mean, that's why I say YouTube has done some shady stuff. But at the same time, I'm still kind of glad they're around, because there aren't many video services out there that you can go to and they will save literally hundreds or even thousands of hours of your content and continue to provide that to viewers. There really isn't too many others out there that do that. I mean, heck, even Twitch doesn't do that. Eventually, I mean, Twitch, you can upload videos to Twitch and you can, do your streams, but they only hold your stream data for so long and then it's gone, even if you're a Prime member. So yeah, I'll give YouTube that, but it still would be nice to make some money on it. I know I'll eventually get there again, but I'd really like to make some money now. Because I'm dumping so much money into this lately, it's just, oof. Oh, speaking of money, anybody want a camera? I have a Canon EOS Robo T3. If anybody wants it, anybody? Nobody? Okay. Because I bought this T5i and it's nice as heck, but like I said, it cost me $350. Give you $1 for it. I was thinking about just eBaying it. I figure if I throw it on eBay, I could get like 150, because it's still a decent camera. I think it just needs a firmware update. I think that's why I was having some of the problems with it. Plus, I wasn't happy with the way that I had to orient it whenever I was filming. So that's another reason why I got a new camera. Because the camera I have now has one of those... It has a touch screen on it that flips out and you can orient it any way you want. So that's why I like this one a lot better than I like my old one. I mean, like I said, it's still a good camera, and I could probably get like $150 for it. So I'll have to think about that and see what I want to do with it. I didn't even realize I'm already on 16F. I didn't even realize that. Hey, Blight. We've been talking about everything today, man. You've missed it. We've talked about the weather. Are you playing, viewers? Not today. We usually do that just on the weekends. We're doing the DD event today. We're doing the DD event, and we're talking about traffic. We're talking about weather. We're talking about tornadoes. We're talking about ex-wives. We're talking about YouTube. We're talking about Team 4-Star. We're talking about Little Karibo. We're talking about adding each other on Duel Links. Yeah, that's another thing. Go ahead and throw in your Duel Links ID there, and everybody will add you. Because, yeah, everybody's been adding each other today. Delicious celebrities. Yeah, that was the latest thing we had just started talking about. We started talking about the most delicious celebrities because somebody brought up Kevin Bacon. And then I had to sit here and think, okay, I can't really think of too many other celebrities out there that have a food-oriented name. And now I really have to think about it. Somebody's probably going to Google and find some. But I can't think of another celebrity, really. I'm sure they're out there. Let me think. Gosh, I really don't know. Well, there was that musical artist. Y'all may not be aware of her. She's from back in the 90s. Her name was Fiona Apple. And so, yeah, Apple. But, I mean, apples are okay. John Candy, there you go. Good old John Candy. I miss that dude, man. He was so awesome. John Candy is good. Fiona Apple. Halle Berry. There you go. So yeah, that's our thing right now. We're naming off people who have food-oriented names. Yeah, I had already mentioned Fiona Apple. There's got to be some more out there, though. I'm trying to think. Oh, that's true. Gwyneth Paltrow's daughter is named Apple. I wouldn't really call her a celebrity, though, but she is a celebrity kid, I guess. Darryl Strawberry, the old baseball player. I remember him. Thank you. There you go. That's a good one. Darryl Strawberry. Alyssa Milano? Oh, well, yeah, Milano cookie. Okay, I see where you're going with that. Okay, that makes sense. I wouldn't have really thought of her, but yeah, Milano makes sense. It's a type of cookie. Let me think. Go back and do the missions. I probably should. I'll probably do it because remember the next show is on Thursday. Because Wednesdays we're off, but the next show is Thursday, and usually I would do ranked duels or something. But yeah, I can go back and do the missions and it's during the evening. Remember, the next show is in the evening, so hopefully we'll have power and everything. Let me think now. Alyssa Milano. I'm still kind of thinking about that because now that you mentioned it, I'm like, man, those are good cookies. I want some. I try not to buy cookies when I go to the store. Just because they're just, they're delicious. And if you bought me a box of cookies, I'd probably eat the whole thing in one sitting. Just be like, dude, give me cookies. Oh my gosh. Why don't I stream tomorrow? Because I like to give myself days off. Because my day's not done yet. I mean, I actually got held up a bit because of the power outage. Because I usually like to try to film a video before the stream and then either upload it at that time or, film the video, do the stream, and then go back and edit the one that I just filmed and so forth. But yeah, that didn't work out too well. I wish, man. When I was young, I was thin. Or back in the day. Well, because then again, of course, when you're young, you're also much more... I was an athlete when I was younger. I played lots of basketball, lots of tennis. I played tennis for years. I loved playing tennis. It was so good. Hey, it's FaZe Tiger. We don't see him too often. He comes by every now and then. Yeah, I guess you could put me in the chubby category now, although I still have muscle mass. Because, again, I was an athlete, and that's one of those things that I just never lose. But unfortunately, I can't be as active as I used to be. Because when I was, how old was I? 22? When I was 22, 23, I got into a car accident, and it just destroyed my back. It just torched it. So I'm just happy that there are days I can walk now. That's awesome. But yeah, after that, that's one thing I'll warn you. You younger guys, I'll tell you right now, man, you get a back injury, dude, it stays with you your entire life. But yeah, after that car accident, it just wasn't the same, man. It sucked. I had to stop playing tennis. I had to stop playing basketball. I mean, I still work out. Like, I have my exercise bike and I have my weights and stuff. But yeah, that hardcore stuff, like playing basketball, being able to run up and down the court and stuff, I can't do that anymore. At least, I mean, I can probably do it for like 2 minutes, but then after that, it hurts, dude. It hurts so much. How old am I? I'm old enough to probably be your father. I don't even know how old you are. But yeah, that unfortunate car accident changed my path, so to speak. Because if I had never gotten into that accident, I'd probably still be out there playing tennis, man. I would probably still be out there playing... Well, see, here's the thing, Turner. I don't know how old you are. So you could be 30. You could be 12. I don't know. Let's see. Oh man, he didn't attack me. I kind of want to let him... Let me think. No, I can't beat him yet. Or maybe I can. Hold on. Let me think. Spike shield? No. I'm not going to be able to beat him yet. Crush. Oh, then yeah, then I'm not old enough to be your father. I'm old enough to be your older brother. Oh man, I don't want to burn... Well, let's do this. Let's flip that. I'll let... oh, well, actually... 14... He'll be at 16. Okay, that's fine. So they'll take 200 damage. Both of them will get sucked away into the abyss. But I'll still have my... Let me think. Gosh, I would be 100 short. If I took their monster, I'd be 100 short. Darn. So yeah, they'll get sucked to the abyss, but I'll still have my Exarian. Are you my daddy? Ooh. No. I'm going to say no to this. We'll put him in defense. Because he'll come right back. What is this? Dimensional Fissure? Yeah. That and Macrocosmos. Two amazing cards. If they put Macrocosmos in the game along with Dimensional Fissure, ooh, man. DD decks would just destroy decks like Sylvans and all that stuff that activates in the graveyard. It would just eat them alive. Because I would run, I'd probably run either 2 Macrocosmos or 2 Dimensional Fissures, 3 DD Survivors, a couple of DD Scout Planes. One other DD monster that I'd like to see would be DD Warrior Lady. She's pretty awesome. The thing I like about her is you get to choose if you remove. It's not automatic. Unlike the DD Warrior. DD Warrior, no matter what, they're going to get removed. But DD Warrior Lady, you can choose. So, like, if you're using her just to, you know, run into a random monster, you can just let it get destroyed and that's it. But since Dimensional Fissure is out there, it would get removed anyway. But if, like, if you have to use her to ram into a high-power monster, then you can remove. DD Assailant's good, too. I like DD Assailant. Oh, we got 5 more of these. Dip them in the whale here, and we get Contract with Exodia. Exodia Necros. Oh, well. They do... Oh, so DD Warrior is already in here, sorta. So it's just a matter of when are they going to give her to us. DD Crazy Beast. I was never crazy about the Beast. He's okay, I mean, but I was never crazy about him. But the ones that I always liked were DD Warrior, DD Warrior Lady, DD Assailant, DD Survivor, and DD Scout Planes. Those are the ones that I really liked. Excuse me. And the reason why I wasn't auto-dueling is because for some reason sometimes these AIs do some really stupid stuff. Like, they'll do things that I normally would never do, and they'll end up losing the duel that way. I mean, most of the time they still do their job, but every now and then they do something really dumb. Grass looks greener, gold sarcophagus. But, well, yeah, you could gold sarcophagus Exodia Necros, and then grass looks greener the pieces. Yeah, that's the thing. See, all it takes is getting one of those pieces banished, and then it's pretty much a dead deck. unless you're going for something else. The only other thing I can imagine would be I'm trying to think of a card that actually brings back a piece from Banished, besides something like Return. Well, there's Return from the Different Dimension, but that doesn't work exactly the way I think Exodia users want it to work. Let me think. There was another card. There was a magic card, and I'm forgetting what it's called, and it's bugging me because I'm pretty sure I have it here on my desk. Dimensional Fisher, or Dimension Fisher. You pay 2,000 life points, and you and your opponent get to special summon as many monsters that are removed from play to the field. That would be interesting. Although, again, not exactly what you would want unless you knew for a fact that the monsters, once they were destroyed, would definitely go to the graveyard and not be removed. Well, I don't know, Complacent, it might. Because I can tell you right now, when big DD support like Macrocosmos came out back in the TCG, Banishment became known as the second graveyard. Because, you know, during the first couple of years when the game was out, if a monster was banished, it was gone. There was no way to get it back. It was just gone for good. But then when things like Macrocosmos and Dimension Fisher started coming out, it was basically treated as a second graveyard because you could remove from play, but then you could have cards to bring stuff right back. So it was basically a second graveyard. And some people really did not like that at all. Die on an auto duel. You see, that's why I don't always do auto duels. You actually can't die on auto duels. Oh wow, I didn't even realize we've already been on for almost 2 hours. Can you believe that? Oh no, and I just remembered. I gotta announce the winner of the giveaway. Let me bring that up here. Let me make sure I get that done. Let's see, where is it? We still have one giveaway still going for Dark Necrofear. That's still going. It ends in 3 days. And let me see. Wow, we have a lot of entrants. Lots of entries for the Doomsday Horror. That's pretty good, actually. Okay. That's right, buddy. Go study for exams. We have giveaways, dude. You didn't know that? I usually have at least 1 or 2 giveaways going. Yeah, if you'd actually go and look down into the description, then you would know we have giveaways. But yeah, we have giveaways, and one just ended last night. So let me get the winner here. Lots of entries, like I said. Okay, winners. Here we go. Let's draw the winners. Okay, come on, Gleam. What are you doing? Come on. Okay, it's taking its sweet time drawing the winner. Come on, man. Okay, I'll let that sit for a minute then, I guess. And I'll just start this while it's thinking. Okay, we'll get that auto duel going. Let me go back to Gleam. Come on, man, what are you doing here? It's still drawing. Maybe Gleam is down. That's strange. Okay, I'm gonna have to reload this because it's not... Okay, here we go. Draw winners. Let's try this again. Okay, here we go. Trying it again. And again, it's just sitting here. Ugh, this is getting annoying. It's taking forever. Okay, apparently Gleam is not going to give me a winner right now. Because it's been sitting here in drawing status for a good minute and a half. And it's not giving me any winners. Well, it says here winners are currently being drawn. No, I don't think that would be it. Because I'm able to get to the website just fine. So maybe something on their end is not working quite right. I mean, it's a free service, so I can't complain too much about it. And you can buy into the pay service version of it. So I figure, you know, since I'm not paying them any money, I'm kind of at the low end of the totem pole here as far as priority. Let me go back again. Nope, it's still sitting here. Reload one more time. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work. Sorry. I guess I'll just have to put it in Discord. I'll put the initial winner in Discord, and then I'll announce it on Thursday, I guess, for our Thursday show. Because it's not working. Darn thing. Oh well, sorry for that. Too many people entered. No. There's no limit. I mean, I've seen some where, not mine, but I've seen other contests run by Gleam where they've had literally like 100,000 people enter. So yeah, they don't really have a limit. And I'm nowhere near 100,000 people, so I don't understand why it's taken so long. Probably some sort of problem over there. But yeah, I guess that'll do it for today, guys. Again, take tomorrow off, so I can just kind of unwind and probably have the people come in here and repair my leak. And then Thursday, our Thursday show is at 5:30 p.m., an evening show, so a lot of the Americans can join in, and I'll probably do some rank duels, some DD tower duels. Maybe I'll go back just like Trax was saying, and I'll go back and I'll do the specific missions for each of these guys so that they're not just wasted. But yeah, 5:30 on Thursday is when we will see you again. Again, we have our Patreon link down on the bottom. We have our Discord link, and we have our link to our giveaways. Follow me on Twitter, and let me think. Is there anything that I'm forgetting, Mr. Producer? Okay, I'm not forgetting anything. I will see you guys next time, and again, I apologize for being late. It was a storm. I couldn't do anything about it. Even though Dark Trax is angry and mad, and he says he's going to cancel his subscription because of that. I'm kidding. Anyways, I will see you guys Thursday.
Mina mina na mina na mina 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 na mina na mina 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 na mina na mina mina na mina na mina 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 na mina 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 na mina na mina 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 na mina na.
I'm surrounded by wankers.